guys, and welcome to your mat. We're going to start in child's pose, so come on down to your mat. Bring your knees wide, hips over your heels, and push your hands forward. Deep inhale through your nose as your tummy expands. And a deep exhale, rolling up your throat and out your nose as your stomach contracts to your spine. These are your Ujjayi breaths. Relax your forearms to the ground. Begin to roll your forehead side to side. And just breathe. Feel your low back releasing. Come to stillness and walk your fingertips up to fingertips, your hands to fingertips. Lower your chin towards the earth and begin to push your fingertips forward and your hips over your knees, towards your knees. And your heart towards the ground, a little wide-legged puppy dog pose. Heart pressing down, chin forward. Feel that release between your shoulder blades. Gently pull your hands back into a nice child's pose. Inhale, pulling up to a tabletop pose. And ground yourself. Nice stacking motion, shoulders over hands, hips over knees. Inhale your left hand high to the sky, looking up to your fingers. Exhale, sew your arm under, just kind of skimming the ground. Inhale, left hand high, looking up. Exhale, left arm sews under, right. Inhale, left arm high, big open heart. And last time, exhale, sew under. And inhale, left hand high. And exhale, back to tabletop pose. Inhale your right hand high to the sky, looking up to your fingers. Exhale, sew your right arm under your left. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, sew hand under. Inhale, right hand high. And exhale, sew hand under. And last time, pull hand high and back to tabletop pose. Nice and strong, just solid here. Roll your toes under and just press your knees off the ground. Let yourself rock back and forth in this turbo dog. Feeling your whole hand present on the mat. Your toes are solid and strong. Your tummy to your spine. Just feel that strength in your back and in your core. And come back to stillness in your tabletop pose. Untuck your toes. Maybe count at your feet a little bit. Just a little gentle pounding so you know where you are on the mat again. Feeling present and strong. Inhale your left leg out strong and straight behind you. Right arm forward. Option to roll your right toes under. Now, let's just say here, don't do that. Keep your toes flat. Big open arm and leg and pull your left leg out straight to the left side. Your right arm out straight to the right. And pull back into an arrow. Left foot back, right hand forward. Pull head high, hand and foot high. Exhale, open up to the side. Inhale, back to a straight arrow. Pull high to the sky. Exhale, out to the side. Hold it here. Pull your hand high, your foot high. And plant your left foot to the ground, parallel to your mat. And pull up those T arms. Left hand comes down over your knee. Right hand over your head as you look up towards your right elbow. And open up this side gate, pulling your hand more and more towards your left foot. And pressing your left pinky edge of your left foot into the ground. With an inhale, pull your hands high and bring your right hand back towards your right back calf. Your foot still planted on the side, left hand over your head. Big back opener, press your hips forward. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat, to tabletop arms, your left leg still out straight. Inhale your left foot high. Exhale your left foot back. Inhale, left foot high behind you. And with an exhale, plant your toes at the back of the mat, toes under. Inhale, right knee to your heart. Round your shoulder blades high to the sky. Flatten your back heel and kick your left foot high with an inhale. Bend your right knee and step it behind your left leg into wild thing. Pull your right hand open and back towards the front of the mat, hips high. Look to the mat. Exhale, right hand down. Kick right foot high. And exhale, right foot forward to runner's lunge. Frame your right foot. Pull your shoulders back, your hips low. Nice strong neck. Look to the mat. We're going to dancing Shiva. So begin to lower your left knee just to balance. Press into right foot and pull forward. Left knee high, hands high. And grab your right knee with your right hand. Left hand back. Option to bring your right hand to the pinky edge of your left foot and kick into your right foot, squeezing your core. One more breath here. Slowly release knee or foot, and we're going to half moon. Right hand comes out in front of your right foot. Woo. Left foot high, left hand high, opening up your torso towards the left side of your mat. Try to kick your left foot higher. Option to bend your left knee and grab your foot with your ankle with your hand, your left hand, and press your hips towards the left side. Maybe you want to soften your grounded knee and bring your right hand towards your heart. Just play with this pose if you want, you guys. Slowly begin to release. Your foot goes back up high. Left hand goes high. We're going to slowly open up to the back of the mat, peaceful warrior. Left foot back. Right hand goes over your head. Left hand down your left leg. Soft bent front knee. Soften that knee and pull a little more to the back. Now you're going to exhale, open to the front of the mat, right into extended crescent lunge. Arms go forward, back foot's in a tiptoe. Nice strong leg, pressing into your bent, this right heel. Open up your arms to the back to a hover crescent lunge. Your hands pull together to your spine, shoulders back. Nice and strong, you guys. We're going to pull up to a warrior three. So soften your left knee and pull your left foot high to the sky, hands forward. Body's parallel to earth. If you can, pull your shoulder, your head high. Slowly soften both knees and come to chair pose. Toes touching, heels just a little bit apart. Thunderbolt pose, arms back. Find your drishti, your focus with your eyes. Stare to that wall. Exhale to water wheel arms, right hand back. Your knees are in line, left hand forward. Can you look back to that right hand and squeeze your arms back? Back of palms to the back. Left side of the mat. Lower your glutes a little. Inhale, hands high to chair. Other side, water wheel. Left hand back, right hand forward. Pull your hands back towards the right and look to the left hand. One more breath here. Inhale your hands high to the sky. Pull yourself to a Tadasana. Exhale, back to chair pose, hands right behind your head gently. Look to the mat, squeeze everything towards your core, pull left knee to nose, make a crunch. Inhale, step left foot back, pull your shoulders high. Back to that crunch, look down, pull left knee to nose, crunch. Inhale, left foot back of mat, open up. Exhale, same crunch, left knee to nose. And step left foot back. Last time, back up to your shoulders back. And open up to warrior two. Right hand forward. Inhale up an inch. Exhale and soften. Pulling your right knee, your bent knee towards the right side of the mat. Flip your palm. Pull to the front. Peaceful warrior. Right hand goes over your head. Left hand down your left knee or behind your back. Big twist. Big shoulder opener. Slowly begin to straighten your bent leg to a reverse triangle. Pulling still to the back of the mat. Option to lift your right toes off the mat into a sky walker. Squeezing your glutes, tightening that kneecap. And we're going right into Trikonasana, to triangle pose. Lower your toes to the mat, right hand forward. You're in T-arms, pull your right hand forward, palms face the left side of the mat, tip right hand down towards your ankle, left hand high. Push your right hip underneath your body towards the left edge of your mat, the other side, the side you're facing. And pull your top hip away from that side. Slowly extend a little more if you can. Hand comes a little further out, left hand a little further back. Nice solid stance in all four corners of your feet so you're not dumping into your knee. All right, guys, we're going to revolve this triangle. So unhook your right hand and bank your airplane. Right hand high, left hand low. Maybe left hand's outside of your right foot, pressing into your ankle, or it's inside your right foot, excuse me. Right hand high. One more breath here. Try to look up to your right hand if you can, or down to the mat. No judgment. Now we're going to make an interesting move. Look to the mat. Look underneath your left armpit to your back foot. Take your right hand, so underneath your left hand. Grab your back leg. Your front hand grabs onto your right front ankle and squeeze. I'm looking underneath my left armpit, pressing your legs straight, pressing into four corners of your feet. Looking deeper under your left armpit, slowly release your hands to frame your right foot, soften your right knee. We're going to Gomukhasana. So follow me. So you twist your knees, right knee's going to stack over left. You're going to a seated pose, cow pose, all right? Facing the right side of your mat. Your knees are stacked, get nice and solid. You can either bring your hands over your head for a forward fold or come to a cow pose, and you are bending your right elbow behind your shoulder blades, left arm underneath behind, grabbing your fingers if they can find each other, and forward fold. Nice deep fold. Nice deep breath. One more here. Pull those elbows high if you're in Gomukhasana. Slowly release. Hands to the front of the mat. Leaning into your palms, take your back leg, tuck the toes under. Right foot kicks high to three-legged dog. And we're going to bend our right knee and bring it to our right wrist. Inhale, right foot high. And right knee bends to right wrist. Just tap and hold it there. We're going into a half pigeon. So drop that right knee, kick your right foot forward towards your left wrist. Lower your back leg to the earth. Maybe even take a look back and see if that left leg is right below your sits bone on your left side. Maybe you want to walk your hands high. Maybe you want to hook your hands, you guys, behind your back. Open up your shoulders. With an exhale, you're slowly releasing to the ground. And breathing deeply into your half pigeon. We're going to take 3 really slow, long breaths here. Let your exhale exceed your inhale. If this is not working for your knees, by the way, you guys, always you can go into it on your back, figure 4. Last breath here. Pressing into your palms, walking back to your knee. Roll those back toes under again. Release and kick your right foot high. And we're going to flow right into our vinyasa, flow to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Take a moment here. Roll your toes under and downward dog. Walk your dog. Feel your calves open up nice and open. Come to stillness in your downward dog. Your feet are about hip width apart. So strong. Inhale your heels high. And exhale your heels low. Inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, roll forward to your high plank. Inhale to downward dog. Exhale, roll forward and hold it in high plank. Lower your knees to the earth. Bring yourself down to a tabletop pose. Inhale to cow. Tipping your head and your hips high. Trying to press your stomach round into the earth. Exhale to cat pose, right and round. Rounding your shoulder blades and your spine. Maybe a little rocking side to side. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat, rounding your back. Maybe come to your fingertips and round it a little more. Inhale to cow, last time. Exhale to cat. And come back to a traditional tabletop pose. Maybe pound out your feet a couple of times. And bring yourself, make sure your breathing is nice and slow. Ujjayi breath, stomach and nose breathing. Kick your right foot straight back. Your left arm forward, pull your spine apart. With an exhale, kick your foot to the right and your arm to the left. Inhale back to straight arrow and lift hand and foot high. Exhale out to side, pressing into your right palm. Push high. And back to arrow. Pull hand in, but high. Exhale out to side and hold it here. Kick your foot high, and now place your flat right foot to the ground, rising up to that T-arm shape. To side gate pose. Right hand down, left hand over your head, and look under your left elbow, and walk your hands down your leg if you want. Deep, beautiful breath, pulling your left hand further to the right. And now we're going to rise up and bring our left hand behind our body to our back calf. If you can, we're just hovering right hand over your head, pressing hips forward, using your grounded foot, and windmill hands all the way down to tabletop arms. Right leg still out flat. Inhale your right foot high, and step your right foot back, placing right toes under, and bring your left knee to your heart. Kick your left foot high with an inhale. Lower your heel down, bend your left knee, and wild thing. Bring left foot behind right, placing it on the ground. Hips high, heart high, hand pulls towards the front of your mat. Exhale, look to the mat. Bring your left hand down. Kick your left foot high. Big inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, runner's lunge. You're framing your left foot. Your hips go low, your head goes high, heart open. Now we're going to look to the mat. We're going to that dancing Shiva. So soften your right knee, press into left foot, and pull right knee high, right hand back. Left hand to your right knee. Big, strong stance. Option, woo, you're grabbing that right pinky edge. Can you do it? And kicking into it. Pulling your body apart. Kicking into your hand. Can you look back to that right hand? Create a little friction, resistance. Makes us grow and stay steady in the storms. Slowly release with an exhale to half moon. Left hand down in front of your left toes. Whoops. Kick your right foot high, your right hand high. Open up your torso towards the right side of your mat. Nice, you guys. Option to soften that front knee if you want. Bend your right ankle, your right knee. Grab that ankle with your right hand and open your hips to the right side of the mat. This is where maybe again you soften that front knee. Maybe lift your left hand to your heart. Or rise up to a dancer pose. Whatever you want to play with, your practice. Slowly release. Right foot out. Right hand high. We're going to lift up to peaceful warrior. Right foot to the back of the mat. Right hand back. Left hand over your head. Soften that front knee. Looking towards your raised left hand. And breathe. Nice, nice, nice. Inhale, slowly straighten your front leg. Pulling to the back. Option to lift those toes off the ground. And now option to open up to your triangle pose. Hands face in front of you. Pull your hand forward. Tip left hand down, right hand high. And pull your hands back. We're going to come back and add in a little piece I realized that we didn't do, but we'll come back to that. You're going to slowly revolve your triangle. So bring your right hand down, your left hand high. That right hand can be inside your right foot or outside. Of your left foot, pressing into it, creating a little more torque, a little more twist if you can. Trying to keep everything straight. Tightening your kneecaps. Maybe you can look up to your left hand. Now we're going to look to the mat. Look underneath your right armpit. Sew your left arm underneath your right arm, all the way to your right shin. Grabbing that back shin. Left hand's hooking onto your front left ankle. I'm looking underneath my right armpit. Nice deep breath. Pressing into all four corners of your feet. Slowly release. Hands come in front of your left foot. We're going to go Mukasana, so bending your knees, coming to a seated pose, facing the left side of the mat. Stacking left knee over right. This time left hand can go high. Comes behind your shoulder blades, right arm out, and to the low back. Maybe your fingers can find each other, or they're just hovering. Maybe you're grabbing a towel, and you're forward folding. Kicking your arched feet, or your bent feet out over your knee. 3 long, deep breaths. One more deep breath here. Slowly releasing your arms, walking out to the front of the mat. Kick your right foot back, toes under. Pull your left foot high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bending left knee to left wrist. Inhale, left foot high to the sky. Exhale, bending left knee to wrist. Going to half pigeon. So kick your left foot out. Your left knee's bent. Looking back to see if that right leg's right behind your right glutes. An option to walk up and bring your hands behind your low back. Maybe a different thumb on top this time. Pull your knuckles back. And walk your hands forward. We're going to take 3 long, beautiful breaths in this pose. Try to just release and breathe. One last breath here. Exhale, release your palms. We're walking back up. Take a nice little back round. Roll your back toes under. We're going to kick our left foot high to the sky. And step our left foot forward. And we're going to pull right up into an extended crescent lunge. Pull your hands forward. Your back foot's in a tiptoe. Feet are nice hip width apart. And pull your hands back to that hovering crescent. Hands pull into your spine. Nice tight knee. We're going to soften your right knee. And we're going to go right into warrior 3. Kick your right foot high, your hands go forward, trying to bring your body parallel to the earth. Maybe you can soften that front knee if that is better for you. One more press, right foot high, hands pull apart from your foot. Slowly bend both knees and come to chair pose. Your toes touch at the top of the mat. Hands high, heels just a hand apart, hand length apart. Big inhale here. Come up to Tadasana. Exhale, back to chair pose, left hand back to water wheel arms. Look to your back hand if you can. Pull your hands back. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, water wheel on the other side, right hand back. Pull your shoulders open. Try to almost stack left shoulders right straight in front of your right shoulder. Looking to your right hand. Inhale, back to chair pose. Exhale, hands right behind your head, just a nice tap, gently pulling your shoulders back. Look to the mat. Inhale your right knee to your nose and crunch. And step right foot back, pull shoulders high. Exhale, back to a crunch, right knee to nose. Woo, little wobbly wobble. Step right foot back, inhale here, no lunge. Exhale, look to mat, crunch, right knee to nose. And step last time back. Holding it here. Now we inhale, open to warrior 2. And exhale, windmill your hands to the earth. Kick your left foot high to the sky. And flow right into your vinyasa. High to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. And toes under, exhale to your downward dog. Walk out your dog. Deep Ujjayi breath. Bring your feet hip width apart. Walk your hands right back to your toes. Grabbing opposite elbows, let yourself fall forward in a ragdoll pose. Nice soft knees, torso towards your thighs. Let yourself take a little rock. Tummy to your spine. Never lose, never lose focus of your core and your breath. Come into stillness, straighten your legs, your knees, bring your fingertips to earth, and we're going to soften our left knee as you walk around to the right. Pulling against the earth, take a big twist here, looking around to the back of the mat. Inhale your heart up an inch, and exhale heart to knee. Release, walking back through the center, and soften your right knee. And walk around to the left side, pulling against the earth or against your ankle, whatever you're finding, and twist. Inhale, heart high. Exhale, heart towards your knee. Beautiful. You guys walk back to the center. Feet are hip width apart. Root. Pull tummy to spine. Hands to your hips. And slowly rise up to your Tadasana pose. Pull your hands high. Looking up to your fingertips. Pull your spine apart. Exhale, hands behind your low back. Intertwine your fingers. Pull your knuckles towards your heels and shoulders back, hips forward, chin high. Exhale, forward fold. Soft knees, if that helps you for your balance, and pull your shoulders away from your ears. And now let your hands pull towards the front of the mat. Big shoulder opener. Slowly pull your shoulders away from ears. Release your hands. Bring them to the mat. Press into the mat with both feet and push your body away from the mat. Hands go high to Tadasana. Big inhale, looking up to your fingers. Exhale, right hand down to the right. Left hand pulls over your body and press your hips to the left. Pull your left hand towards the right side of the mat and look up underneath your left armpit. One more breath here, big push. And inhale, both hands high. And left hand to the left side. Right hand over your head, pressing your hips to the right. Pressing and pulling. Press your hips to the right. Pull your right hand towards the opposite side of the mat. Inhale gently, hands go high, look between your fingers. Exhale, hands down by your side. Samasthiti. This is your pose of strength. Your hands are open in wide finger pose. You're facing each other gently or facing the front of the room. Your whole body is stacked. Your ankles, your heels to your ankles to your knees, pulling up towards your thighs. Adjust your spine over your pelvis. Your shoulders up and back and down your spine. Your head pulling nobly towards the sky. And we're going to go to a tree pose. So bring your hands out for a little balance. Lean into your left foot. Option to keep your right foot on the ground, if that's how you want to do your tree. Or pulling your right ankle or your right heel right inside the left bend of your inner thigh, your left inner thigh. Hands come out. Find your drishti, your mind focus, your eye focus. Eyes open or closed. And as you like, begin to raise your hands high to the sky. Whatever your practice brings to you. If you're wobbling, that's winning. Wobble's winning. Open your arms. Maybe you want to increase the balance a little more. Bring your hands together. Twine your fingers and press your hands to the sky. Woo! A little wobbly wobble. Pull that right knee back. Press into your heel, into your thigh. Maybe you can look high to your hands. Exhale, slowly release your hands down into heart center. Release your knee. Keep your knee high. Bring that knee in front of you. Big inhale. Exhale, open up your right leg forward if you can. Take a giant step forward. Right foot down. Hands go back. Left foot goes high. Airplane pose. Pull your foot high, your hands high. Shoulders come up. Big noble heart. Find a drishti, a focus. Way out there directly towards the front edge of your room, whatever that is. Kick your left foot a little higher and slowly bring your left foot to join your right in chair. Hands go high to Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step or hop back to your high plank. Lower down, flow down to low plank. Inhale, untuck your toes, upward dog. Pull your knees off the ground. Exhale, roll your toes under and downward dog. Walk your hands right back to your toes and inhale to Tadasana. Big open mountaintop pose. Exhale your arms to Samasthiti. Your palms forward. Your eyes are closed if you'd like. Big stacked, strong, true north pose. And open your eyes. Your hands can come out for balance. Tree on the other side. So press into your right foot. Pull your left foot into the crease of your right inner thigh. Pull your hands out. Pull your left knee back towards the back of the mat. And if you'd like, pull your hands high to the sky. If you'd like to intertwine your fingers and pull your palms to the sky, go for it. Maybe look up to those fingers and see if you can push past your comfort zone. Pressing your heel into your thigh, nice and solid. Pull everything into the core. And exhale, hands come down. Hands to heart center, pull your raised knee forward. Inhale, left leg straight forward. Giant step with an exhale, forward to airplane pose. Hands go back. Right foot goes high. Pull your shoulders high. You got it. Big lift here, parallel to the ground, your whole body. And bend your right knee and join your left toes. Rise up to Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and hop back or step back to your high plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Pull your knees high. Exhale, toes under, downward dog. Inhale, right foot high. And step right foot through right into warrior one. So your left back foot is in a 45-degree angle. Your hands go high. Your right knee's nice and soft. Pull that knee outward. Find your drishti. Big inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. So right hand forward, left hand back. Your feet are in alignment here. Right heel right into your left arch. Lower down a little more if you can. Press into that back pinky edge. Flip your palm and peaceful warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands to the earth. Plant your palms. Kick your right foot high. Right foot forward, right back into your warrior one. Press your hands high, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Bring your foot over. Flip your palm, pull forward. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, hands to earth. Kick that right foot right into a three-legged dog. And last time, you guys, on this side, right foot forward, warrior one. Rise up high. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your palm and peaceful warrior. Exhale, hands to earth, right into your vinyasa. Kick right foot high and float your high to low plank. Option to float that back foot. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. Recalibrate your breath in your heart. We're going to take 3 deep Ujjayi breaths in this pose, filling your whole entire palm, your finger knuckles, your heel pressing to the earth if it can. And last breath here. Big deep exhale. Inhale your left foot high to the sky and step through to warrior one. Left foot forward, right foot 45-degree angle. Your feet are hip width apart. Lower that knee. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Your feet come in a row. Flip your palm, pull forward, and peaceful warrior with an inhale. Soften your front knee. Pull that left knee to the left side of your mat. And inhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Left foot high, three-legged dog. Exhale, warrior one. Rising up high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, left foot to warrior one. Last time, hands go high. Inhale, warrior two. Left hand forward. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, hands to the mat. Right into your flow, vinyasa, left foot high. And flow. We'll meet in downward dog. When you get there, just walk out your heels, your ankles, your dog. Come to stillness. And lower your knees to the mat to tabletop pose. Bring your knees nice and wide. Your hands are wide. Your shoulders nice and strong. Roll your toes under. Looking your drishtis to the mat. Your neck is nice and straight. Tummy to spine. Press into your palms and pull your knees off the mat. Just hovering here. Press into your left toes and kick your bent right knee, your right foot high in a donkey kick. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Right foot high. Right knee to right elbow, tummy to spine, big rounded shoulder blades. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, press and squeeze. Inhale, right foot high, just 2 more, you guys. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, right foot high, right knee to nose. Last one, right foot high, right knee to nose or to elbow and squeeze. Step right foot back, knees to the earth, go right into a cow, hips and head high. Exhale to cat, round your back. Take a little tip side to side. Yes. Back to cow, hips and head high. Exhale, back to cat. Back to traditional tabletop pose. You are doing so great. Toes under, pull your knees off the ground. Press into the right hand, right toes and kick left foot high, donkey kick. Left knee to nose. Left foot high. Left knee to nose, big crunch. Left foot high. Left knee to nose. Left foot high, 2 more. Left knee to nose. Left foot high. Left knee to nose. Left foot high. Left knee to nose. Hold it there. Left foot back. Lower your knees down. Right into cow pose. Head, hips high. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Step your right palm, 1 palm forward, left palm same. Right foot back, left foot back. You're in high plank pose here. We're going to go to a side plank. So kick your heels to the right, press into right palm, left hand high. Option to bring that right knee to the ground, but either way, you're still kicking your hips off the mat. Look up to your left hand. Option to plant those feet or wherever you want. They can be stacked or staggered. Option to bend your left knee, bring your peace fingers to your left big toe, and open up that leg. Press away from the mat, and slowly release. Coming back to high plank. All together, heels high. Take a little rock back and forth for your wrists. And tip your heels to the other side, the left. Left hand down, right hand high. Feet are stacked, staggered, whatever you want. Option, knee to earth, or option, bend right knee, peace fingers to big toe. Woo! Kick that right foot high. Slip sliding. Ooh, lower that right foot down. Right hand down, high plank. Lower down to a forearm plank. Now a little abs, you guys pull your tummy to your spine. Your back is a straight arrow. Your tummy, your glutes, everything's strong. And bring your right fingertips towards the left side of the mat. We're going to go to a side plank, a supported forearm plank, sorry. Left hand high. Come back to the mat, forearm plank. Tip left fingers to the right side. Kicks your heels to the left. Right hand high. Back to a forearm plank. Hold it here. Now just tip your right hips to the right and back to the center. Hips to the left, back to center. Hips to the right and to center. Hips to the left and the center. Hips to the right and the center. Hips to the left and the center. Hips to the right and the center. Hips to the left and the center. Hold it here. Lower your knees to the mat. Your hands come down to the mat. You're in tabletop pose. Take a cow. Your knees are nice and wide. Hips and head high. Exhale to cat. Come to your normal tabletop pose. Toes under. Press your knees off the mat and just walk right on through to a seated pose facing the front of your mat. You're in the center of the mat, your sits bones. Your hands come straight forward. We're going to go right into some boat poses. It's a nice way of saying abs. Kick your shins parallel to the earth or straighten your legs pointed. Big, strong back, shoulders back. Inhale here. Exhale to low boat. Inhale to high boat. Exhale to low boat. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, high boat, twist to the right. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat, twist to the left. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat to the right. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat to the left. Just one more ground this, back to low boat. And back to high boat to the right. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat to the left. Exhale, open up to low boat. Hold it here, and we're gonna crisscross for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, release to the mat. Ah, hands out. Feel the relief of the mat, so nice. Bending your knees, bring them to your heart. Wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze your nose to your knees. Just a big hug, maybe rolling a little side to side. Release your head to the mat. Kick your feet high and your hands high. A little sleeping tiger or dead bug, depending on maybe who you identify with. Tip your fingertips towards each other and let the bones of your lengthened limbs drive right into the joints. Maybe even let your shoulder joints boosh out towards the edge of your mat. And breathe. This is an option at a time, guys, where you can always have a block nearby or a wadded up towel that can go underneath your sits bones to raise your hips a little off the ground. So more blood flow to your head and to your heart. Just have your nose high, your eyes are closed. Slowing down your breath and your heart. We're going to slowly bring our hands down by our hips, palm down. Bend your knees, your feet come right below your sits bones. Take a moment here, maybe lift your ribs, just roll your triceps underneath your ribs, pressing heels to the earth. With an inhale, we're going to bridge pose. So inhale your hips high. Holding it here with an exhale, pull your heels towards your glutes. You're looking high. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, pull heels to glutes. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, pull and squeeze. And we're going to hold this for 3, for 2, and for 1. And slowly lower your hips to the ground. Tick-tock your knees side to side. And we're going to do one more bridge. Or if you'd like to go to a wheel instead, option to come right back to exactly where we were. Or a wheel pose is taking your open palm down by your ears, your elbows high. I don't know if I can do it on this slippery mat. Pressing your glutes off the ground and pressing, let's see what happens here, guys, into the mat, into a wheel. I'm not going to do it this time, but you get the idea. You have an option to do that. Or we're pressing into a bridge, hips high, and exhale, heels towards your glutes. In that wheel pose, obviously, you want to be very careful and not land on your neck. You do that at your discretion. Exhale, lowering back down to the mat. Tick-tock your knees side to side like windshield wipers. We're going to go to knees high and up to a happy baby. So your feet kick high to the sky, hands rise up. Bending your knees, grab your pinky edges of your feet and just take a little rocking motion here to massage your back and your hips. Pulling your knees as if they can come down right by your ribs. Just nice, like a boat on the ocean. Coming to stillness in the center. Release your feet high, your hands come down by your hips. Option to stay here in a waterfall pose. If you'd like to go to a plow pose, you're pressing into your palms and kicking your feet over your head, maybe hands to low back. Your toes may touch or may not. And pressing, just making sure you're keeping hands to spine if that's what you need, shoulders to earth, and your nose is facing up to the sky. And breathe. Option to bend your knees and cover your ears in a deaf man's pose, if that's in your practice. Cut out all the sensory that you can. If you want to straighten your knees and come right into a shoulder stand, that's an option here too, you guys. Just hands come to low back. If you want to have them somewhere else, you can try all sorts of things. But trying to stack your whole body right over your chest, your sternum like I'm a straight arrow still, hopefully. Looking high. Maybe you can go into a lotus flower, which is still one of my hashtag goals, but this is how far away I am from that. Some people can. Shout out to my friend Mia. Maybe you want to come into a Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide in a diamond pose. Whatever is good for your practice. We're going to take 3 more breaths wherever you are. Slowly, gently bring yourself back to your back. Bringing your feet gently to the earth. Now we're going to straighten our feet straight out to the top of your mat. Hands by your side. Bending your knees again, this time bringing the feet to the outer edges of your mat. Maybe your arms come out in a T, or your hands are in a cactus pose. And we're going to just let our knees fall to the right. Now your eyes look the opposite direction. So my eyes are to the left. Big twist. Option, both knees are just falling to the right. Option to lift that right foot off the ground and place it on top of your left knee. Letting it activate and pull your left knee to the ground. Big twist and breathe. Let's take 2 more long breaths here. Let your exhale exceed your inhale. Maybe even count your breaths so you have a little pattern of breath. Maybe 4 in, 6 out. Last breath here. Slowly release your feet if they're hooked. Tipping your knees to the sky, your nose to the sky. Your feet are still hip width or mat width apart. Let your knees fall to the left. You look to the right. Option to lift that left foot off the ground and place it on top of your right knee. And just let gravity do its work. You might even want to bend your thighs all the way so they're touching. You do whatever works for you. Three more breaths here. Last breath here. Slowly uncross your foot, knees high, hands by your sides, maybe a little tick-tock of your knees side to side. Knees high, maybe take a little hug, rolling your knees towards your nose. We're going to take a little on our back half pigeon, even though we had a little touch earlier. Bring your left foot to the ground right below your sits bone and your right foot high. Your hands are out to the side. Bend your right knee so your right ankle is just crossed over your left knee. Bring your right hand, your fingertips to your right knee, just the inside, and press your right knee towards the front of your mat. As you do this, try to relax your right hip, your back, everything you can. But you're opening up that right hip, pressing as much as you can. Straight right arm. One more breath here. Slowly release, nice and gentle. Release your right foot to the mat. Bending your left foot high to the sky. Bend your left knee and cross it over your left foot over your right knee. Left fingertips to the inside of your left knee, and slowly, gently beginning to press it towards the front of the mat. Looking wherever you want, but increase your stretch maybe by looking to the right. And press, try to release every other part of your body. One last breath here. Slowly release. Hello there, doggy. Feet kick high. Maybe you'd like to grab behind your calves and just gently let gravity in your hands pull your straight-ish legs towards your chin. Release your left foot to come down below your sits bones and let your right leg pull towards your nose. Switching legs, bringing your right foot to the ground right below your sits bone, and your left leg, hands behind your calf, pulling towards your nose. Slowly release. Bring your left foot down and let your hands come down to cactus and your knees just tick-tock side to side. We're going to straighten out our legs towards a Shavasana pose. This is where you get to come to stillness. Your hands come down by your sides if you'd like. Just make some space on your mat. Maybe you're in Supta Baddha Konasana. That's a reclining, locked leg pose. You bring your feet together. Your knees are wide on the edges of the mat like a diamond pose. Maybe one hand on your heart and one hand on your tummy. And just let yourself breathe into this pose, and or your legs are straight, your arms straight, and we're just gonna have some stillness. If you want to turn off this and just remain in this pose on your own for the next 5-10 minutes, have at it. Together, we will stay here for the next 30 seconds or so. If you're still with me here, I invite you to slowly bring some movement back to your hands, your fingers, your toes, maybe some deep breaths to your body. And maybe you'd like to roll over to one side, maybe to your right side, curling into a little ball, maybe resting on your arm. Representing just new birth, new growth, new you. And as you're ready, pressing your left palm into the ground if you're on your right side, and rising up to a seated pose, cross-legged, facing any direction you want. Maybe your eyes are still closed, your hands resting on your knees, palms high. Maybe your thumb and your forefinger are touching. Your eyes are closed. Inhale your hands to heart center, palm to palm, fingertip to fingertip. Pull your shoulders up to your ears with an inhale. And with an exhale, roll your shoulders back and down your spine. And with a deep inhale through your nose, bring your thumbs to your forehead. Hold your breath at the top. Open your mouth as you exhale. And the light and the love in me honors the light and the love in you. And together we say, Namaste. Beautiful, beautiful practice. Thank you so much for taking this time. If you have any feedback or things that you wish that we would do in practice, please leave your comments for me.